Hey guys, welcome to day 9 of the Embrace Your Light aerial yoga series. Today, you will focus on allowing yourself to acknowledge your desires. Commonly, we focus on what we don't want and then tell ourselves what is not possible. So today, you are going to practice taking a big old spoon of honesty with yourself and ask yourself what you want. Then go a step further and ask yourself why. What is it that you truly desire deep down inside? And with that line of questioning set up, let's begin your class today and find that connection to what you desire most in the world. As a quick reminder, if you're following along with the 30-day series, you can opt in to receive a daily email reminder that includes a 30-day calendar so you can see what's coming up, as well as a pose PDF guide for each class. If you would like that one, then you can check it out in the description below. So today we are going to start in a seated position. So find a grounding position with your sit bones against the ground. Start to close down or soften your gaze and turn that inner eye to gaze within. Starting to notice how you're feeling today. Noticing the texture of your breath. When you feel that big sigh call out to you, take a big breath. And then sigh it out, come home to your body. Start to question what it is you desire. Notice what arises, any tension, any pull away sensations as you start to ponder what you desire, or even just the word desire. What does it bring up? Practice that compassionate curiosity with yourself today. Practicing the what if scenario. What if I desired something? What would happen? Take a big breath in. Let something go as you exhale. Finding that what you desire. Find what it is. And maybe you start to find an anchor, an intention for your practice today around the theme of desires. Forming that sentence or word. Take a big breath in, filling up with your intention to the crown of your head. Embody your intention, push that air down through your body, setting it like stone. Blinking your eyes open, give me a smile. Starting your pranayama for class today. Balling your right hand into a fist and then extend your thumb, pinky finger and your peace fingers. Bring your peace fingers to your third eye or the space between your brows, closing or softening your gaze. Take a preparatory breath, breathe in and breathe out. Closing your right nostril with your thumb, breathe into the left nostril. Close both and hold at the top. Breathe out of your right nostril. Breathe in to your right nostril. Close both at the top. Breathe out of your left. That's one round of breath for 4 more. Breathe in to the left. Close both at the top. Breathe out of your right. Breathe in to the right. Close both at the top. Breathe out of your left. Breathe in to your left. Close both at the top. Breathe out of your right. Breathe in to your right. Close at the top. Breathe out of your left. Breathe in to your left. Close at the top. Breathe out of the right. Breathe in to the right. Close at the top. Breathe out of the left. Last round, breathe in to the left. Close at the top. Breathe out of the right. Breathe in to the right. Close at the top. Breathe out of the left. And release your hand down to your knee. Keep the eyes soft or closed. Coming back to a normal breath and noticing how you feel. Noticing that intention that you set. How does that feel in the body now? Anchoring into that intention, take a big breath in and a long breath out. Blinking your eyes open, give me a smile. Let's get started in the hammock today. So you're going to start in your seat, grab that hammock behind you and find an edge. So you're going to bring an open hammock and the shoulders will come inside. So you might need to wave it out to unwind the fabric. Give me a fabric. Bring both thumbs inside of the hammock and nice and wide, and then you'll bring little chicken wings, elbows come inside, release the thumbs, and then using the elbows to tension around the shoulders, bring the head and shoulders inside of the hammock. Reaching the arms overhead, staying here for just a breath, noticing as you open up through the heart, through the chest and the breath, big breath in. And a long breath out. Taking a little sway here, sway the arms and head over to one side, back through center and then over to the other side. Take two more just like that, sway the body back and forth. One more round. And meeting back in center. You're gonna grab all that excess hammock that's overhead and bring it through the center of the hammock. Trying to find the other end. The other side or edge. Where are you, other edge? There it is. You're going to bring your feet inside of that other edge. So prepping for our neck stretch. So finding that other edge, bringing one foot at a time inside of that edge. And the hammock's going to be around the foot. Keeping the knees into the chest, grabbing onto the hammock that's around the shoulders and switch that hammock, lowering the head inside instead. So the shoulders come out and the head comes inside. You might need to move your ears flat against the head if that helps them feel more comfortable. Keep the knees into the chest, allow your arms to fall by your sides and allow your neck to start to decompress. Noticing where you might be hanging onto tension. As the body releases tension, allow your mind to release any tension that you have around wanting your desires or knowing what your desires are. And usually your desires will be a feeling or sensation. So you might think of getting a new house, but what does a house mean to you? Maybe it means a clean environment, fresh start, safety, support. Gently, gently, you're going to start to straighten your legs if that feels good. So slowly straightening out the legs. It's going to deepen the neck stretch, so only go as far as it feels comfortable for your body. And come back if it doesn't feel comfortable. You might get to a straight leg. We'll take 2 breaths here. Releasing any tension around your intention. Noticing sensation in your jaw. One more big breath in. Big breath out. You're going to bring the soles of your feet together, knees out wide. Soles of the feet together and knees out wide. The hammock's going to pop over the heels, and that's okay. And come coming into a variation of reclined goddess. Take one more big breath in. And a long breath out. Bringing your knees together. The feet come back inside. You might bring the heels back inside. Knees in together. And bring the hammock that's sort of coming over the top or through the center, over to one side of the knees. You're going to bring both knees over to the opposite side. So bring the hammock over to the right, the knees will come over to the left. Take one big breath here in a spinal twist. Exhale. Knees come back to center, use your core. And then bring those knees over to the other side, spinal twist in the other direction. One big breath here. Relax as you exhale. Bring the knees back through center, gripping onto the hammock around your head. Release your head to the ground slowly, keeping the chin tucked. Straightening out the legs, keep holding onto that hammock that was holding your head. Take a little sway of the feet from side to side, massage the lower back into the ground, allowing the neck some time to readjust and come back to neutral. Coming back to center with the feet, gripping up high onto that hammock edge that's closest to you. You're going to bring your feet through the center of the hammock, flexing the feet, staying here for a moment with the feet reaching for the sky, flexing towards the sky, straight over the hips. And then you're going to pull against the hammock as you come into a plow shape. So the knees will come over the head and inside of the hammock. Try and move the hammock down to your hips. Both legs are going to come around the outside over to the right. So you might need to lock the knees around the outside of the hammock, keep hanging onto that edge that's closest to you, and then start to turn your body down towards the ground. I'm going to turn around so I can face you. You're going to position the hammock underneath your hips. So if you've been following along with the series, last time we were here, we had the hammock around our chest. Today we're going to keep it around our hips, and notice if you can get the hammock just underneath those hip bones, on the fleshy part of underneath the hip bones, that's the hip flexor. And coming into a gentle, relaxing massage against those hip flexors. With an open hammock, it should feel less intense than when we have the hammock bunched up. Bringing your hands to stack on top of each other and bring your forehead to the ground, or to the back of your hands, I should say. If it feels good, maybe you find stillness, or maybe you find a little sway of the legs from side to side. And coming back to stillness, you're going to straighten your arms either out long in front, or maybe keep them bent, and bring one cheek to the ground. So let's bring the left cheek to the ground first for a gentle neck stretch. One big breath here. And then switching sides, bring the right cheek to the ground. Gentle neck stretch on the other side, one big breath. And starting to come back to center, lifting up the head. You're going to press your left hand into the ground. Your right hand reaches underneath the left for a thread the needle variation, and bring your right cheek to the ground. So right hand underneath, right cheek to the ground. Unfortunately, I'm not mirroring you, I apologize. Beautiful. You're going to continue this motion. So that left hand that's reaching overhead is going to reach up onto the fabric. So reach onto the hammock that's closest to you and turn your body to side on. So you're going to be on the right side of your body. Use your right bicep as a pillow, reach it underneath the head, and keep holding onto the hammock. Notice if the hammock slips down underneath the glutes, use your hand to help pull it back up so that you're not slipping out of the hammock. It's still going to be underneath that hip bone. Reaching onto the hammock, bring the legs out in front straight, and then bring them to swish back behind you like a mermaid, and then out in front. So swishing the legs back and forth. One more time to the front, more time to the back, come back to center. And then coming back all the way onto your belly. So coming to face the hips down. Press your right hand out in front, left hand reaches underneath to thread the needle, left cheek to the ground. Stay here for a breath. Feeling into the upper back. That arm that's reaching overhead, that right hand's going to reach up onto the fabric and turn the body to be side on. So you're going to lay on that left side of your body. Help the hammock to stay in place with your hand, keeping it up over the glute on that hip flexor, and then use that right bicep as a pillow. Right, left bicep as a pillow. Keeping hold of the hammock, start to swish the legs forward and then come back behind you and bend the knees. Swish them to the front and swish them to the back. Slowly with control to the front, last one, and to the back, and then come back to center. This time you're going to face the hips up to the sky. So coming into inverted cobra, look towards the plumb line or to the sky, using both hands to help control the hammock, to keep it over the glutes. Turning the hips up to the sky, you might need to bend the knees, press into the hammock, lift up the hips and bring the hammock into a comfortable position on the lower back. Coming into inverted cobra for 2 breaths, release the hands to the ground, take a big breath in. Opening yourself up to what you desire, what do you want? And where does it already exist? Big breath in. Big breath out. You're gonna grab onto the hammock, bring the feet outside of the hammock. That's it. You're gonna bring the feet through the center, keep the hips inside, lock both knees around the outside of the hammock. So we're just tilting the pelvis up slightly to come out of the lower back. Releasing any tension, take a little sway of the hips from side to side. Acknowledge what you want. Start to notice where you already feel what you want, what you desire. Start to move back through center, grabbing onto the hammock, and bring both feet one at a time through the center of the fabric, through the center, all the way to the ground on the other side. Chin into the chest, pull yourself up into a seat. Keeping the shoulders on the back side, the hammock moves to the elbow crease as you come into a forward fold. Bring the head down towards the knees. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. You're going to come all the way out, so rolling up, grabbing onto the hammock and bring the sit bones down onto the ground. All the way down to finish class together. Coming back into your seats. Bring your thumbs into heart center, closing down the eyes. Bow your chin in towards your chest, bowing your mind to your heart. Acknowledge your heart's desires, knowing that you are deserving of those desires. Take a big breath in. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's class. I hope that this class was helpful for you. If you were able to gain or glean anything new about yourself from today's class, maybe tell me a desire down in the comments below that you figured out. I would love to see you like this video if you liked this video, and also subscribe to my channel to get more videos like this about aerial yoga. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 10. I will see you then. Bye guys.